Hi, this is Robin from Conker Consulting. This property is called Dunedin, which is a project that we recently completed with the help of Paul Mallion and Gavril Posnikov of Conker Conservation based in Canterbury. This was an existing structure that we purchased, and we have vastly improved the efficiency and the workability of this property. It was previously split into two flats and did not work. What we have done with our onus on sustainability is we've wrapped the whole building in 150 ml of expanded polystyrene insulation. We would have liked to have used some timber insulation products such as Styco, however for budgetary reasons we couldn't quite go there this time. But the expanded polystyrene gives us the same effect of retaining the heat within the building and keeping unwanted heat out. As you can see from the deep reveals, you can see the thickness of the insulation externally wrapped around the building is 150 ml around the whole building. And the other main feature you can see on the back of the house is we've fully reglazed the property using triple glazed windows throughout, again helping the thermal efficiency of the property. We also had a big focus on air tightness, so we spent as much time as possible during the reconstruction and refurbishment phase taping up all the joints and trying to reduce as much as possible with a refurbishment the thermal bridging. This is mainly in part thanks to Paul Mallion's very clever designs which have allowed us to achieve this. With this property, one of the big things with sustainability, as it was quite close, was the fact that we could have knocked down the property and started again. Now, that would have meant we could have built a higher performing building, but that would have been a waste of many of the materials that were here. The house sat on strong foundations, so did not need to be changed, and it gave us the opportunity to refurbish and reuse most of the products that we have. If we move upstairs, one of the big features that you can see, which was the only addition to the property, is this upstairs corridor. Now this was a two-storey extension, and what we have done is added this, which gives the house the circulation space that it needs to function properly as one single dwelling. We've put in a glazed roof here that you can see with a special UV filter layer to prevent some of the overheating of the property. And the balcony you can see on this first floor acts not only as a lovely balcony for the property, but also provides solar shading for the living room and downstairs living areas. So this prevents overheating in summer and also traps the winter sun to bring more heat into the building. One of the main features of this house is the view. Unfortunately, we can't see much of it today, but that is a fantastic view out to the English Channel and all the way across to France on the clearest of days. As I said, with this property, one of the main things that we did was try to reuse as much as the original material as possible. So what we have done, as you can see from this bedroom here, is we've retained all of the original flooring where possible and simply cleaned and maintained it and refurbished it. And we really tried to do everything we could. Unfortunately, due to budgetary reasons, we couldn't go as far as installing renewables, but we have made sure that the electrical systems are able to take them should any future residents choose to have them installed. With this property, the redevelopment was a refurbishment, but it was a very heavy refurbishment, which did mean installing new electrics and plumbing throughout. So we've gone for the most energy efficient systems that we could. We've put in a AAA rated boiler to make the most of the gas heating, and everything else runs off the electricity supply. We have in the master bedroom, which you can see through this window, We have put some Stykoflex 036 insulation in the roof, which allows not only the retention of heat within the space, but allows the passage of moisture as well, which can be absorbed and released as necessary to keep an effective humidity, which is great for promoting health for the inhabitants. The system is a cold roof system, so we have a nice layer of insulation all through the roof, and this keeps the roof cold but the internal of the house warm. The biggest thing we have done, as I've mentioned several times, is the insulation, and this has had such an effect. We've managed to take the EPC rating of this property from a G when we purchased it all the way to a B. And this has created a wonderful family house now in use by our tenants, who have graciously given us the opportunity to do this short movie. Thank you.